Hello, corn growers. Welcome to the Bismarck Capitol. We're in the Senate chambers. I'm sorry I can't join you in person for your annual meeting and expo, but I hope you're all enjoying this leadership event. My name is Lance Gaebe. I work as a lobbyist for the North Dakota Corn Growers Association and represent your interests in Bismarck with the state legislature and with our executive agencies like the Office of the Governor, Department of Agriculture, Department of Environmental Quality, and so forth. We're working hard during this legislative session, which is actually proceeding fairly normally considering the pandemic that's ongoing throughout this country and the world. Our legislature continues to meet throughout this 2021 legislative session, somewhat normally in fact. The committee meetings continue to happen. The floor action in both the House and Senate meet regularly as they have in other years. There is the opportunity for people to meet and participate in hearings remotely through Zoom or Teams. If you'd like to participate or watch these events, I'd encourage you to do so. On behalf of the corn growers and you as members, we're working hard on a lot of issues, many this year related to water management, making sure that tile application processes are efficient and streamlined, that there's water management, that rural water systems and rural water districts are able to convey that water so we can help move along, try to put in place processes where water resource districts can get established to try to handle some of that additional water that we've endured in some parts of our state. It's been a very prominent part of the 2021 session. The corn growers are also working hard on transportation issues. We've seen some investment and some interest in bonding issues to help pay for major water projects and transportation projects. Unfortunately, we have not yet seen the potential investment in counties or township roads, but we're still working on that. We think that there's still some momentum to get some dollars invested in those areas. We also are working hard and see a real potential and additional help for value-added agriculture. We've been successful in getting a loan guarantee passed for value-added agriculture. There's programs being considered for interest buy-downs. We want to figure out how we can add more value to the corn and other crops that you produce so we can keep more of that wealth right here in North Dakota. We've also had a real successful session so far on research funding, NDSU Research Extension. They're doing well in terms of state funding. There was some proposed cuts. They've been turned back, and our efforts have helped make sure that those cuts are not put in place and that we can continue to enjoy the good work that NDSU researchers and professors and educators do to help make sure we can continue to be successful in North Dakota. A couple of issues that have not been as prominent this year, but we've worked on in previous years, property rights related to posting in your land and so forth, were very prominent in previous years. It's been a lot quieter this time around, but we're certainly keeping an eye on those topics. And another area where we've seen ups and downs in terms of policy interest is livestock development and what we could do for more livestock activity. There's been some interest, but not very controversial this time around. But I do want to let you know that your board members, your executive director, and your legislative team, who are your officers of the association, are very active. They're in Bismarck weekly to help testify and advocate for and against bills that are interest to the corn growers, and they are the go-to people for agriculture. The legislators that I work with every day, I try not to testify or do any hard persuasion, but when they need counsel or guidance on a policy issue, they ask what the corn growers' position is, and they know your officers and your leaders as people they can count on to ask questions for policy guidance. So just want to know that people are working hard for you in Bismarck and representing your interests. We're at the halfway point of the legislature, and we'll give you a wrap up at the end to tell you how it all went, but so far so good.